It was a beautiful sunset, casting long shadows across the dense forest surrounding the cabin. 5 teenagers, Maya, Jake, Leela, Tom, and Sarah had come to spend the week in this isolated retreat, their parents trusting them to be responsible while they enjoyed a vacation of their own. The cabin, rustic and weathered, creaked and groaned as the wind whispered through the trees, carrying with it an unsettling chill that sent shivers down their spines. On the first night, they gathered around the fireplace, laughter and stories filling the air. Maya, the adventurous one, suggested they tell ghost stories. As the flames flickered, she recounted the legend of the windigo deer, malevolent spirit that roamed the woods, cursed to hunt for eternity. It was said that the creature could mimic human voices, luring its victims deeper into the forest before striking. The others laughed it off, but a sense of unease settled over them as the fire crackled ominously. As night fell, they decided to rest. Leela, unable to sleep, lay in her bed listening to the sounds of the forest. A sudden rustling outside drew her attention. Heart racing, she peered through the window, but saw nothing, only the black silhouettes of trees swaying in the wind. Dismissing it as her imagination, she closed her eyes, but sleep eluded her. The following day was filled with hiking and exploration, laughter echoing through the trees. But as the sun set again, an unsettling feeling began to creep back in. They gathered for dinner, the atmosphere thick with unspoken tension. Just as they were about to go in for the night, a loud crash echoed from outside, making them jump. Jake, ever the brave one, volunteered to check it out, flashlight in hand. The others hesitated, but followed him outside, the beam of light cutting through the darkness. They found a broken branch lying on the ground, but the real horror was the deep, claw-like scratches on the cabin's door. What could have done this? Tom whispered, his voice trembling. They decided to lock the doors and stick together for the night. But as they settled in, they couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. That night, they were jolted awake by a blood-curdling scream. It was Sarah, her face pale and eyes wide with terror. I saw it. The Wendigo deer, she gasped, pointing towards the window. The others rushed to look, but all they saw was the stillness of the night. You're just imagining things, Maya reassured her, though her own heart raced. As the nights were on, strange occurrences escalated. Tom vanished one evening, and they found him hours later, wandering aimlessly in the woods, mumbling incoherently about voices calling his name. He was never the same after that, his eyes vacant and haunted. One night, while they were playing cards, a loud thumper sounded from the roof. It's probably just a raccoon, Jake said, but they all felt the hair on the back of their necks stand on end. On the 7th night, they decided to venture into the woods, hoping to confront whatever was haunting them. Armed with flashlights and a sense of dread, they walked deeper into the forest, the trees closing in around them. Suddenly, they heard a low growl echoing through the trees. The sound sent chills down their spines. We should turn back, Leela urged, but it was too late. A figure emerged from the shadows, a massive deer with twisted antlers and eyes that glowed like embers. It was the Wendigo deer, its presence suffocating. As it charged at them, they scattered, fear driving them in different directions. Maya felt a sharp hit as the creature's claws raked across her arm, but adrenaline propelled her forward. She could hear the others screaming, the sound of panic and terror filling the air. The forest was alive with chaos. One by one, the Wendigo claimed its victims. They found Jake next, bloodied and lifeless, his expression frozen in horror. Leela and Sarah were left, desperate to escape. They stumbled upon an old hunting cabin, hoping to find refuge. Inside, they discovered remnants of past hunters' tattered clothes, old weapons, and a journal filled with frantic writings about the Wendigo. As they read, they learned that the creature fed on fear, growing stronger with each life it took. It thrived in the darkness, using the shadows to conceal its true form. Realizing they had to confront their fears, Leela and Sarah devised a plan, confronting fear. That night, Whispers returned. Louder. The cabin shook. Tom grabbed a rifle, firing blindly. A figure emerged, eyes glowing red, a grotesque mockery of Tom. He dropped, lifeless. Panic. They fled. The Wendigo mimicked Tom's voice, taunting. Maya screamed, tripping. Jake dragged her, but the Wendigo learned. He shoved Maya aside, sacrificing himself. Maya and Sarah, broken, remembered the journal. The symbol weakened it. They carved it on trees, a barrier. The Wendigo shrieked, frustrated. They ran to the street just as the parents were arriving and made it home safely.